Everyone and welcome back to my channel. Myself Dr. Surabhi Sahney and you are watching Dr. Surabhi Sahney dental series and medical videos. As you already know, there is one video regarding the introduction to prosthodontics, or we can say introduction to complete dentures. Now today I am gonna talk about the second video regarding prosthodontics, which contain the parts or the components of complete denture. But before that, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, then please do subscribe to my channel by pressing the button subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell icon. The importance of bell icon is that you can have the notification of my upcoming videos. So without wasting time, let's get started. Before begin with the topic, let me tell you one thing. If you like this video, then definitely press the like button, and you can even comment down so as to give the suggestion of my next video which you want on my channel. Along with that, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to share my videos. Now today's topic is the parts of complete denture. Whenever we talk about the complete denture, it is divided into two things. One is surfaces and second is the components. There are 3 surfaces and 4 components. So begin with the surfaces of the complete denture. As we know that there are 3 surfaces, that is impression surface, polished surface and the occlusal surface. So begin with the impression surface. It is also known as intaglio surface. Its another name is intaglio surface, and it is defined as that portion of the denture which has its own contour which you can differentiate while taking the impression. Is actually the basal part or the basal seat of the impression which overseat over the tissue of oral cavity. It is also the negative replica of the tissue present in the oral cavity. Any kind of voids or nodules can lead to the tissue injury. आप इस फिगर में देख सकते हैं, इस फिगर में जो नीचे का कंटूर वाला पोर्शन है, दैट इज नोन एज इम्प्रेशन सरफेस. ये इम्प्रेशन सरफेस जो है डायरेक्ट कांटेक्ट में आता है विद द टिश्यू ऑफ द ओरल कैविटी. इसमें अगर कोई भी वॉइड या कोई भी नोड्यूल होगा तो वो डेफिनेटली अफेक्ट करेगा टिश्यू को, उसे इंजर करके बार बार. द सेकेंड सरफेस इज पॉलिश्ड सरफेस. इट इज ऑल्सो नोन एज कैमियो सरफेस. Again, as the name suggests, polished surface. That means its first characteristic feature that it is smooth and it should be polished very well. Any kind of irregularity in this surface will lead to the accumulation of the food debris and then later on any kind of the fungal infection. Now, what is polished surface? It is defined as that part of the denture which is extended from the border of the denture up to the labial and the occlusal, or we can say it extend up to the external palatal surface. This surface include the labial, lingual and buccal flange. इस फिगर में देख सकते हैं जो पॉलिश सरफेस है वो बीच वाला सरफेस होता है जिसे हम बहुत स्मूथ रखते हैं, और ये एक्सटेंड करता है अप टू द डेंचर टीथ, उनके लेबियल लिंगुअल सर्फेसेस तक. तो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि इसे स्मूथ और पॉलिश रखा जाए, अदरवाइज कोई भी एक्यूमुलेशन होगी बिकॉज ऑफ एनी इरेगुलरिटीज, फूड डेब्रिस एक्यूमुलेट करेगा एंड दैट कैन लीड टू any kind of an infection in the denture. Now begin with the third surface, that is the occlusal surface. It is defined as that part which include the occlusal surface of the denture teeth which are in contact with the occlusal surface of the opposite denture teeth. It basically includes the denture teeth which resemble as that of the natural teeth. Its main function is it provides aesthetic and help in the mastication of the food. Now begin with the components of the complete denture. As we know, there are 4 components of the complete denture. First one is the denture base, second denture border, third denture flange and fourth denture teeth. So we will discuss all the 4 components of complete denture in detail. Begin with the first component of a complete denture, that is denture base. It is defined as that part of the denture which will seat over the oral mucosa and to which the teeth are attached. It is the main foundation of the denture. It helps to enhance and have a direct influence on the health of the oral tissues. It is made up of 2 types, either the acrylic denture base or the second one is the metal denture base. Base is the main part of the denture as it is responsible to provide the support and the retention. It also distribute and transmit all the forces which are occurring over the denture teeth. It transmitted to the basal tissue of the oral cavity. With that, if we talked about the different types of denture base, so begin with the first type of denture base, that is the acrylic resin denture base. First, it is easy to fabricate, economical, and it is most commonly form of denture base which we use in our day-to-day life. Begin with the advantage of the acrylic denture base. Its first advantage is it is transparent, pink in color, resembling the gingiva, and it is easy to fabricate. Along with that, it will provide a good aesthetic quality or the good aesthetics. Important point is you can easily reline or rebase as it is required in future. Next advantage is that it is strong enough to withstand with the occlusal forces which occur during the mastication also. And the last point is it is available in the variety of the colors as depend upon the characterization. Now the disadvantages of the acrylic denture base. Its first disadvantage is that it cannot be used in a very short area or tiny area as the metal denture base can be used, and that's why it results in the effect of the speech of the patient. The second thing is that it does not transmit the heat. That's why it results in the reduction of the patient perception regarding the temperature of the food. The third disadvantage is that it is very difficult to maintain. एडवांटेजेस की बात करूं एक्रेलिक रेजिन की, तो पहला एडवांटेज ये है कि ये पिंक कलर का है, हमारे जिंजाइवा से रिजेंबल करता है, आसानी से बन जाता है। आप फ्यूचर में भी इसे आसानी से रीलाइन या रीबेस कर सकते हैं। अगर ये कभी टूट जाए तो जैसी भी हमारी रिक्वायरमेंट होगी हम वैसे इसे रिपेयर कर सकते हैं। अलॉन्ग विद दैट ये बहुत अच्छा एस्थेटिक देता है क्योंकि ये हमारे नेचुरल टीथ के अकॉर्डिंग वैसा ही रिजेंबल करता है जैसा नेचुरली हमारे गम्स और टीथ होते हैं। इसी के साथ ये अलग अलग कलर्स में भी मिलता है, डिपेंड करता है कि पेशेंट का फेस कैसा है। इसका एडवांटेज ये है कि ये जितने भी आप स्ट्रॉन्ग मैस्टिकेटरी फोर्सेस हो, जिसमें जो ये मटेरियल है और जो टूथ लगते हैं ये सारे के सारे विथस्टैंड कर सकते हैं। जितना भी आप चबाने का प्रेशर रखते हैं, ज्यादा रखते हैं, कम रखते हैं, तो ये टाइप का डेंचर जो है ये आसानी से इसे बियर कर लेता है। डिसएडवांटेज में ये आता है कि एक तो इसे मेंटेन करना बहुत डिफिकल्ट है, दूसरा हमारे बोलने की जो कैपेबिलिटी है लाइक स्पीच, उसे वो ये थोड़ा सा ना हैम्पर कर देता है, यानी कि इसे थोड़ा सा जिसे कहते हैं अफेक्ट करता है। आप प्रॉपरली पूरा पहले के जैसा नहीं बोल पाते हैं। उसके अलावा ये हीट जो है ट्रांसफर नहीं कर पाता, इसलिए इसे पहनने के बाद आपको फूड कितना ठंडा है, खाना कितना गर्म है, कितना ठंडा है, क्या टेस्ट है, वो सब पता नहीं चल पाता। टाइप ऑफ डेंचर बेस इज द मेटल बेस्ड डेंचर बेस और द मेटल डेंचर बेस। It basically fabricated either made up of gold or gold alloys or chromium nickel or cobalt chromium Any of the material can be used as a metal denture base. Now it has certain advantages and disadvantages as well. So begin with the advantages. The first advantages is that it can be used in the thin section of the oral cavity, so it does not affect the speech of the patient. Second advantage is that it can be used in the thin section of the oral cavity, and that's the reason it does not hamper or does not have any kind of the effect on the speech of the patient. The second advantage is that it is easy to maintain. The third advantage is that it has the improved thermal conductivity. The last advantage of the metal denture base is that it has increased retention and support. As mandibular denture base are more heavier, and that's why it provides the improved retention and the support. Now come to the disadvantages of the metal denture base. The first disadvantage is require more time for fabrication, यानी कि इसे बनने में बहुत टाइम लगता है. It requires the refractory cast material. Third, it is quite expensive as compared to that of the acrylic denture base. Disadvantage is that it cannot be easily rebased and it is difficult to fabricate as that of the acrylic denture base. So that's all about the pros and cons of the different types of the denture base. Now the next component is denture flange. Denture flange is defined as the part of the denture which extends from the border of the denture into one of the vestibule of the mouth, and depending upon किस vestibule में जा रहा है उसी vestibule के according उस flange का नाम होता है. Talk about the function of the denture flange, then it has two main functions. One is the horizontal stability and second one is the peripheral seal of the denture, or we can say peripheral seal. If we talk about the parts of the denture flange, then there is mainly two parts. One is the basal seat and second is the external palatal or lingual surface or lingual side. There is the vertical extension in case of a mandibular denture in the lingual side of the alveolingual sulcus. Now if we talked about the different types of the flange, the first type is labial flange. Again, as the name suggests, that portion of the denture which extend into the labial vestibule of the mouth is known as labial flange. As you can see in the picture, it is the V-shaped notch and it is present labially, providing the lip support and aesthetic good lip support. Next type of flange is the buccal flange. Again, as the name suggests, buccal flange. That means that portion of the denture which extend into the buccal vestibule of the mouth, that is known as the buccal flange. Buccal flange has little bit more importance because the muscles are attached to it and we require extra care, extra relief over the buccal flange while making the complete denture. आप जब complete denture fabricate कर रहे हैं तो आपको buccal flange पे relief देना बहुत ज़रूरी है. Otherwise muscles relief नहीं होगी तो definitely necrosis हो सकता है, pressure पड़ सकता है, denture stability पे effect आ सकता है, हो सकता है वो एकदम से गिर जाए. ठीक है, तो that's why buccal flange पे support देना बहुत बहुत ज़रूरी हो. Let's talk about the third type of the denture flange, that is the lingual flange. Again, as a name suggests, that portion of the mandibular denture which extend along the side space present just next to the tongue, that is known as lingual flange. The importance of this flange is that अगर इसमें आप अच्छे से adapt नहीं कर पाएंगे तो peripheral seal disturb हो जाएगी. There might be the displacement of the denture because of the activation of the muscles present in that area. So इसकी वजह से lingual flange has another important part while you make the complete denture. The next important component is that is the denture border. It is defined as the place or point which is present between the polished surface and the impression surface. So that is known as the denture border. border में एक चीज की खासियत रहती है कि उसपे कोई भी sharp edges ना हो. That means it should not have any kind of the sharp edges, because sharp edges may impinge the tissue present in the oral cavity, and if the denture border is overextended, that it result in a condition known as epulis fistulatum. Underextended, or we can say कि वो छोटा बन जाए, then it will definitely displace and result in the loss of peripheral seal of the denture. So that's the third important component of the complete denture. Begin with the fourth and the last important topic of the complete denture, that is the fourth component, that is the denture teeth. I think this is the most important part or the component of the complete denture, because it helps in the mastication, in the speech, and will provide the aesthetic to the person. It is of different types. We have the classification, and different types of teeth are there based on the material, based on the anatomy. So regarding the denture teeth, I will have a separate video in detail which will come shortly, maybe in my next video. So stay tuned with that. So that's all about the components of the complete denture, or we can say the parts of the complete denture. Hope you like this video. If you like it, please press the like button, share more and more my videos, and don't forget to comment down the suggestion for my next video on YouTube. Till then, stay tuned, stay safe, and thank you for watching. Follow me on Instagram with my Instagram ID shown on your screen.